Yo, what is up? Um, we're up 700 today. I'm eligible for a payout today, actually, but we're not gonna do that yet. Like, eligible for a payout. I'm planning to take a payout once I get the account to 3,000. I'm gonna take a payout of 1,000. But yeah, man, I took 4 trades today, 2 break evens, 1 small loss, and 1 big win. The loss was avoidable and the break evens were just unfortunate. Coming to the morning, the first trade, we were literally just ranging here. We had this 5 minute fair value gap right here. We also had these intermediate highs in the 5 minute and a market open. We manipulated higher, took out these highs, respected the 5 minute, and off of that we got a 1 minute inverse, which I entered off of right here at 9:34. And we had London lows lower, and we also had a 15 minute intermediate low inside of fair value gap, which I thought was honestly very good A plus setup for me. I entered off the 1 minute inverse. We had some drawdown, luckily, then I get stopped out. Price went down, down, down. I went break even at the 15 minute as we hit that low. And then what did I just say? Break even there. I went break even here. But anyway, dude, that notification scared me. Saying market open. But anyway, I went break even once we took the 15 minute intermediate low. And unfortunately, after we took it, it went up, touched my break even point. Literally, like, touched it by a tick. And then the trade played out. Sucks, but it happens, you know. At least I didn't re-enter. I followed my system. And that was that. And then I waited. And we ended up getting a setup over here. We tapped into a 5 minute, respected it, and off of that respect in the 5 minute, we got a 2 minute inverse here. I entered there to my draw. Unfortunately, it was straight stop loss. The reason being, like, looking back on it, it went straight to my stop loss because when I entered this, there's a 15 minute the 15 minute right here was about to open up like in 2 minutes. So what happened was I entered my trade, the 15 minute ended up opening up, and then we traded into the 15 minute. So now I know for next time, like, always just wait until a 15 minute opens up if it's that close to being open. So the 15 minute opened up, we tap into it, and then off of the tap into, we get a 5 minute inverse, which I entered off of right here. Off of right here to this low. Would have been a 1 to 4. The only thing I didn't like is that we had equal highs on ES, but I was still willing to take these shorts, so I did enter off the 5 minute inverse after tapping into the 15 minute fair value gap to, this is a 4 hour low right here. And we inverse, and then it became super choppy, dude. I didn't like it at all. I ended up going break even here once we took this low. My original break even was here, but I decided once we take this low, I'll go break even. We took the low, and then price went back up, and the trade went break even. It was a break even trade. Unfortunate, but it happens. I was playing it safe. If I kept my break even at the initial point, the trade would have played out, but I just didn't like how wicky it was and how choppy it was. So, I mean, I played it safe. I went break even at this point instead of here. That's fine. And then right after this, we got a setup. After taking the liquidity pool, we opened up a 5 minute here. We tap into it, and off of the tap into, we get a 30-second inverse right here. I entered off of this, put my stop loss at the wick, and I took it up to the equal highs that we had on ES. So it's entered here, stop loss at the wick down here, and when I entered, bro, we got immediate push It was super nice. Went break even here. And then ES did take it a little bit before. So I got out when ES took it, like around here. Somewhere in this range is when I got out after ES took it. I could have held it, but I just didn't want to risk that, you know. I didn't want to make $200 more to risk losing it all. So got out early after ES took it. And yeah, that's how we're up today. This loss could have been avoided if I just waited for the 15-minute. But, you know, you live, you learn. Not going to do that again. And yeah, that was my day today. I am eligible for a payout, but I'm going to wait.